Hello. This is it. This is the perfect post. So, last week I set out to start a new segment here called the perfect post, where I was going to take the beginning of our Sunday stream and make an Instagram post, right? And the idea was we're going to do this Keyblade. It has since become a real ordeal. So, today is our final day with this Keyblade. Whatever happens, happens. I think we're good to finish it today, but we're not stressing it any longer. This thing needs to be done. We have been working on this thing for all of our lives. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. I'm going to throw some music on as per the usual. And then we're going. So, the goal today is to finish this Keyblade. My goodness. It's been cool. It's been a really cool experience, for sure. Don't color, my attitude as being disappointed or anything. I'm very pleased with what we've done here today. But this thing needs to be done. I'm done working on this. We need to be done working on this. Let's move on with our lives. So, first and foremost, let's get into some geometry, and then I'm going to get into some posing. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to keep going back and forth between this and this until I can make what I believe will be a nice shape. So if I go orthographic, I'm going to want a halfway point there and a halfway point here. Let's just do it on one side first and I'll see if it works. So we'll grab these and we'll scooch them in. No. For sure we're going to have to do all of them at once. Okay. So be it. I will grab all of this then, and that grabbed the back as well. It did. And I'll grab this one. That grabbed the back as well. It did. That did not work. Yikes. Okay, we'll grab you, we'll grab you, we'll grab you, and we'll grab you. And now I can grab all of these, and now we can scooch them in to the point we like. And we're just going to take it real careful. So, first things first, you are going to J through that, and you are going to J through there. Repeat on the back. J and J. Okay. We're going to have to flatten it. And that's the part I'm not looking forward to. But we will get there. I promise. So let's bring it back. And we're going to do the exact same thing on this one. So I'm just going to grab all of them, and we're going to stabilize. We're going to grab them. We're going to place them where we want to place them. So let's get them in a nice little area here. Theoretically, I only have to do one side of this. I'm just being a bit of a perfectionist as per the norm. So mind me. Okay, we can call it there. That looks about right to me. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps. And we're going to finish this. I promise we're going to finish this. Even if it's terrible, we're finishing it today. Alright, so that is the beginning of this shape. So now we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. until we go absolutely bonkers. The goal is just to make this thing flat. Right? That looks about right to me. It actually looks really nice. Okay, so you need to get a J. You need to J. You. And you. Okay, so now they are actually connected to each other. Which is a wild, weird feeling for sure. Okay, now we're just going to continue on to the bottom. They really don't give you much leverage in this texture, do they? They really said, like, hey, figure it out, folks. We don't even know what our geometry looks like. Alright, well, let's just endure. What we're gonna want to do here... Oh, man. There's so many ways that I could cheap this out, and I'm thinking about how to do it, but we'll just keep on the path. I do see this, though. This should be up just a little bit. I'm going to fix their geometry for them. You're welcome, Kingdom Hearts. Alright, so taking some liberties here, because it doesn't look good. I'm going to make some geometry for them. I'm going to do this the hard way. So these guys can go out. Like that, and then they can go down, and we will reform everything in our own time. This is gonna be some messy geometry, that's for sure. I have to sit and fix all of this. I mean, this is not meant to be rendered in like a traditional game setting, so I guess I'm not that worried about it. This thing doesn't have to be optimized, it just has to look good on render. That's not the render I wanted. There we go. So sure, we'll chill out a little bit on our analysis here. All right, man. They make this tough. All right, well, taking a lot of liberties here. Taking a lot of liberties on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and do this part. Come on. You're gonna come out, down, out, and it's gonna connect here. Because if you see this, it's like a 6-pronged star, but they just don't render part of it. I don't know if that's just a fault. I mean, it's textured, obviously. It's all a bump map. They didn't actually render this. Like, I get it. It is what it is. I'm currently working on a game, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I don't blame them whatsoever. But I'm also a single human being. Who has finite resources, unlike Squaresoft. So, I would say that there's a different bar of expectation for your renders at that point. But who knows? Maybe that's me being a little callous. I don't know. All right. Now it gets complicated. Now it gets really complicated. Because it's very straight all of a sudden. And so if I'm making assumptions about where spikes are, having a straight is not good for me. So, taking as many liberties as a human possibly can. I think we want to do this. And my goodness, are we going to have to clean all this up? Not looking forward to that. All right, you're out to here. Let's go up just a little bit and bring it this way. We'll say about there looks good to me. All right. Oh, this is kind of ugly. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, so at this point, it's just a straight line on down, which, yuck. How do I want to do it? How do you want to do this? Thinking we take you and we bring you down. In fact, I could probably connect you all like that. And I'll fix this geometry later. That's the kind of the takeaway for today is I'll do it all later. And I mean, that's a pretty cool angle right there. Okay. So what we want to do is grab you. We got them all subdivided. Grab them nice. Bring them in. Bring them down just a little bit. Bring them in. And then we're going to come straight down from there. I think we're done. Whew, and then comes the reconnecting. And the reconnecting I am not excited about. I'll tell you that. Oh, why is it so back? Hold on. That is fairly ugly. Okay, well, we've at least connected it. Wow, that looks really bad. Okay, well, no time to think. No time to think. We gotta go. So let's grab both of these. Let's pull these bad boys on up. Say right there looks good. And then what I want to do is connect you. Connect you. Not what I wanted. Oh my goodness. I mean, it is the shape. Okay. God, that is ugly. All right. We're taking a lot of liberties here today, but we're going to go for it. Let me start. Can I mirror this? I can't mirror this, can I? Nope, no mirrors. Okay, well. Tell you what, we're gonna do it like this. And we're going to pull you flat. That's actually pretty flat. Okay, cool. So, the thought moving forward. The thought moving forward is we have to make flat faces. Which is gonna be super annoying for us. So let's get out of this view, and I'm going to redo everything. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's just get it done. I can always take breaks to work on the actual scene. So I'm not that bent out of shape about having to do the work. It's the it's just the lack of detail that's really getting to me. It's difficult to really see what you're doing. Okay, so we should be smooth sailing there. That's a flat piece. In fact, I can just come in here. Is that meant to be the star pattern right there? Okay, well let's... Sure. I guess that works. Okay, I'm gonna start from the ends actually, because the ends are gonna be triangles no matter which way you want to flip it. Okay, and then we grab it, and we can make full-on shapes out of this bad boy. I might try to quad later, but right now the goal is just to make the shape. Like, we just need this thing to work. I'm not trying to stress too many details right away. Hello. There we go. Okay, so we have what is effectively a shape. Now I have to flatten it. There's gonna be a couple of ways that I know how to do this, but none of them are the most accurate things in the world. So let's learn together. Oh, it is pretty ugly, isn't it? Okay, well, let's go for it. What's the harm in trying? Well, I definitely don't want to offset even. I think we want to flatten. Just the Z-axis or just the Y-axis? Yeah. And then I can reshape it once it's flattened. So let's take it and push it back out. Wow, that actually worked really well. Okay, let's do it one more time. Flatten on Y, and then we'll do the back. So flatten on just Y a bunch of times. Still not perfectly flat, which I'm not loving. But it looks doable. So we'll bring you out. I don't think it's flat because I have some pieces here that connect to non-flattened pieces. So, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and fix up a little bit of this. Sir? We'll go ahead and do this. Some of these pieces could be brought in a little bit. Yeah, we really took some liberties here, didn't we? You can be brought down and in. A good little deal. No, I kind of liked it where it was. Otherwise, it's going to look too, like, kitschy almost. These guys, now that I'm really looking at them, they should be merged. We're going to round things out later anyway. And I think getting these in a straight line is going to be, like, imperative to us. So let's get these all nice and connected. Yeah, same things up here. Just a straight line. Really kind of basic geometry when you start thinking about it. If I was a crazy person, I'd make the heart. Am I a crazy person? I don't want to make the heart. I think I'm going to use a displacement to really, like, get in here and make some stuff. So, no, I'm not doing that heart. Ain't no way I'm doing that heart. Alright, well... which side are we on? We're on the heart side. Cool. So we're only going to do this side. This is going to be our front. I'm going to focus on this side. We do more than this, I'm going to freak out. Okay, so we're here. We got the pattern. It's in there. I wish I could flatten it, like, absolutely. Actually, let me look that up. Let's learn something today. Let's just look it up. Blender flattening multiple faces. Vert by vert. Perhaps start off by moving the central vertice down to PEF. That should do the job. These people have 100 different ideas about how to do this. Hold on. How to quickly flatten vertices. There we go. 2.8. That's where we are. Go into edit mode. Select the vertices, edges, or faces you wish to align. Press S for scale, and then press X or Y to flatten. And then 0. Okay. S, Y, 0. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. So, S, Y, 0. Wait, that worked. S, Y, 0. Click. Oh, it worked so well. Wow. Oh my god. Hold on. Shout out. Shout out to Design Sync, written on February 13th, 2019. Is there an author? I don't see an author. All right, well, Design Sync. Good work. You're great. You've done it. That's huge, actually. Cool. Okay, so we have a nice, super flat face on the front here. I kind of can't believe it. Super cool. All right. Let's continue. What comes next, I'm not the most pleased about. We're going to want to grab you first off, because I'm looking at you and you're driving me nuts. Let's bring you in line with everybody else. Okay. Now, we want a central ridge curving in here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna just slowly but surely make this thing happen. Okay, so now we should be looking at a decent level of geometry. We are. This is the most unnecessary weapon in the whole world, all things considered. All right. So we want to get it in place. That works. I think we want to grab these guys and really get them spiky. I'm going to take a lot of liberties because this mesh just isn't intimidating. They really made a weapon that looks like as unintimidating as possible. So I'm going to just take it upon myself to fix that. How does that look? I mean, that looks so much better. We'll J that. We'll J that. Now we should have something pretty frightening, and we do. Cool, and I kind of think that this is unnecessary. Would I be right in thinking that? I am right in thinking that. So let's just get this thing really nice and spiky. Cool. Now we repeat on this side. So let's just do what we know how to do first. Where do we go? Where is it? There? Yeah. And we're going to merge all those at last. And this one will go down and we'll make it nice and spiky again. If it's a little asymmetrical, I'm not that worried about it. I don't know anybody that would be making weapons like this perfectly. These are the craziest weapons in the world. All right, that's a pretty good setup. That's a pretty good setup. Okay, so if I look at them... Oh, one of them is skinnier than the other one, so we'll take you out just a little bit. I think that might actually be the fault of... Hello? I think that might be the fault of where I started. But that's okay. That's a little closer. Alright, so now we have some really spiky bits. I'm willing to call these just about done. I'm going to add more geometry on this little, like, connector bit, but otherwise that in bit is done. So these faces are the only ones that need to be, like, fixed up. So next, let's start thinking about what we're doing here. This little ball on the end should really just be a ball. So let's go ahead and subdivide this a few times. We'll go ahead and grab just like that. And I'm just gonna smooth it as you do. Or, better yet, what if I grab it and I scale it out using a sphere? Using a sphere, and I lower my stuff until it's nice and round. And then we're gonna go ahead and scale it back in. This isn't gonna work now, is it? I'm gonna use the sphere again. We're gonna come out. Oh, that actually worked really well. Cool, I can take that. Cool. If I try to loop cut vertically, what happens? It only goes up so far, which is fair. It's the way it should work. So instead, what I think I should do is loop cut my way on up here, although I kind of like how rigid the geometry on this thing is. Yeah, let's call that it for the base right now. We'll come back and fix a little bit more, but I kind of like this. All right, next up, the base. This part is bad. We are probably going to want to grab all of this. And let's grab all of that and pull these bad boys out. Hello. Let's go ahead and hide some of this stuff. We don't need this stuff. All right, pulling you all out. The goal is to round it quite a bit. And I gotta round that too. Okay, so let's grab... What's up with this spike down here? Okay, the spike's kind of cool by itself. New idea. New idea. Go back. Go back. I want to be monkey. Okay, I think what I want to do, this is going to be a little strange for a bit, but we'll make it work. I think what I want to do is I want to cross-sect this on both sides. And then we want to have each of them, grab both of them, bring them out. And bring them up. And then we're going to connect everything to these two poles. So this should connect here. This should connect here. Repeat all the steps. And then in the end, we should have a pretty rigid looking thing. It's definitely going to look flatter, that's for sure. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And these guys should now all be dissolved into each other. That looks pretty bad. Let's do it manually. Dissolving always has some weird side effects that you would never expect. Why does it look like that? Why does it twist? Faces... Okay, whatever. I'll take it. We'll come back to that. It looks a little weird to me, but we will take it. If it means that my geometry can be centered correctly, then it is what it is. Alright, up and at 'em. It's only been 30 minutes. I feel like we've done a decent amount for 30 minutes. I feel like there's not a lot to show for it, but it does feel like a significant amount. Okay, so that... that should look decent. And I kind of want to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. This part right here is very difficult. Because realistically what I want to do is just grab this and scooch it up. That actually looks really good. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to grab both of you and I'm going to scooch you up. Oh, I wish I had thought to just do that earlier. Wow, that makes it so much nicer. So I could just bevel these lines, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, well, it's a little bit of a waste of time, but sometimes you gotta waste your time. So if I dissolve those and I dissolve these, all's well that ends well. All right, we're gonna merge it last, and then we're set. That's a pretty decent looking setup. Everything seems to be on the correct axis too, which is nice. Okay, so I think the thing that's going to be crucial for this design, let's start doing some hard stuff. This needs to be rounded. Like that's round, that's round, that's round, that's round, right? So let's get rid of you. And let's do the dirty. Like all of this is now rounded. So if I bevel it, how bad is this gonna be? Okay, let's grab as much of it as we can. We're gonna bevel a ton of this thing. And we're gonna cross our fingers that it takes relatively nicely. Alright, we're doing some real damage to this thing. Hold your horses. Please work, please work, please work. I should have probably done the simp hack before this, but I don't know what that would change. Okay, all of that. Hey, what is going on in there? Oh no. Alright, well, hold off. I gotta do it all over again, but in the meantime, we gotta fix this. This looks bad. What is going on here? You should be merged at last, right? Does that look alright? Does that look normal? Something looks very weird about that to me. If I take you and I scooch you over, I take you and I scooch you over, we just keep doing that, right? Is that gonna work? Does that look about right? Something looks off. Something looks very strange here. Alright, the depth of things is going to be super crucial at this point. Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. That looks a lot better, actually. Dare I say we've actually fixed something? It's like hard to tell. This is not a structurally sound thing. This is such like a goofy looking model. Okay. I kind of think we did good work there. All right. That looks... There we go. I kind of think we should have kept that other piece in here. This little crunch here looks kind of bad. Whereas I think if we kept it like this, and we dissolve these faces, right, what happens? We get a slightly nicer curve, and the whole thing looks just a little bit easier on the eyes. Okay, we'll keep it that way then. Let me go ahead and J this, and put this forward. Alright, heart has been fixed. So now we will do the dirty again. Oh my gosh, it just works. Oh, we've connected all the pieces. Yes, 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 yes. That's what you like to see. We can get rid of you, you, and you. Wow. Wow, that looks so nice. Don't need you, or you, or you. I think we officially stop right here. This joint here is very hard to process. That should be pretty good work for us now. All right. That looks good. I think I might add that. Stop on the blade, stop on the blade. And add you. All right, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping we don't burn out. Okay, so we want to clamp overlap and go pretty hard and get this thing really nice and round. I mean, that looks pretty good. We'll fix these angles, but like other than that, that looks pretty good. It really works up here. Like this looks so nice and clean. Okay, yeah, we gotta fix some angles. Let's do that right now. Alright, you guys need to merge at center. Merge at last. Do the same thing. And then I think we can merge all of these together. Correct. Let's bring these guys together. All right, we got a little viper thing in here. I might need to round it out, but it looks pretty decent. Now we gotta fix all this. This is gonna be a real process. Believe me. We're gonna be doing this for a little bit now. Merge at last. Merge at center. Just take all of these and merge them at center. Kind of want that to be in the middle there. Let's do that. Grab you, put you in the center. Merge at last. And then fix these guys up. Is there one on the other side? There is one on the other side. My bad. Hold on. Okay. Now we're here. And I can bring you down and bring you up. And do that. Ooh, I'm gonna have to loop cut this, aren't I? It's starting to look a little messy. Yeah, let's do a loop cut. Okay. First off, we want to do the same thing down here and merge. And then we're gonna loop cut you. We can just loop cut you twice. Sure. Why not? All of these. can be brought in. Make them really sharp. Should probably do the same thing to you. Actually, I will do the same thing to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Thinking really fast now. Let's grab all of you. Let's smooth you out to make a little bit more of a subtle curve. That actually looks so nice. Do the same thing here. Just once. But we do want to bring it. Maybe we don't. Whoa, 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 hold on, hold on. Why did it get so messed up? What happened? Why is it twisting? What is all this? What on earth is happening to this thing? Why is it uneven on both sides? Okay, well. Oh well. Alright, so I'm going to fix each of these spikes up here. Let me start by fixing this one. I actually think merging that. Get out of there. What if we merge this at center? And what if I put a through line in here and then we merge that at center? And we make a nice, like, scary point on here. So if I do this, and this, and this, so we can J, and we can J, we can J. What is this gonna do for us? If I loop cut you, and we J that, right? And then I loop cut you a few times. Okay, okay, I'm starting to see it. And then if we take all of this and we smooth it to the shape that we want. Okay, not you. Not either of you. Maybe not you either. Now we smooth to the shape we want. Nope, that's not going to be it. Okay, so let's grab you, bring you down. And we'll proportion just a nice smooth... Nope, I'll do it manually. Wouldn't be the first time. Little crow's beak, right? There we go. I am just doing my best to make this look like a crow. I'm referencing the crow's bill pole arm, sometimes called a war axe. And that should be really solid right there. Just like that. Just like this. Just like this. Cool. Okay, so now we want to grab you all and you all. And we're going to pull you out just a little bit. Ooh, why is he sideways? Hold on. Boy, why are you sideways? What happened to you? Why did you get all weird? Also, even though I have it on wireframe, it's still overlapping. I don't really understand what that is. There we go. Better? Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on, Houston, we have an error. Oh, man. I don't love that. This is going to be a hard problem to fix. All right, well, I have the easiest way that I can think to fix this is to merge this at last. And then delete these faces. What the heck are these faces? Where'd these faces come from? I'm not sure what's going on. We'll do it manually. We'll fix it all. I will fix it. Okay. We are back. And now I gotta make this part. This part needs to be fixed. Hey, there we go. Cool. Dare I say we got a little bit of speed going today. Okay, so now we're going to go up here, and I'm going to go through wireframe. We're going to grab both of them. We're going to push them forward. Get that geometry nice the way that we like it. Look at it objectively and move it into place. And now we grab both of them, and we bring them in. Just a little bit. And now we can bring these guys out just a little bit. We're going to repeat until we get something that we like. These two can be brought in. Now we got a paper-thin little cutter here. Too bad it's facing inward, because this is a weapon that makes literally no sense. But, I mean, it's there. We have it. What a strange weapon that they've made. Okay, now I just need to redo some of these weird bad points. I didn't do the back of that. Oops. Honestly, we'll live. Let's grab all of this. let's grab all that and let's smooth this out. That looks kind of bad. All right, more decent there. This is one of those points that we can merge all. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing here, and that's probably gonna ruin this part of the mesh, but that's all right. No, we're good. Cool. And if I look anywhere else, we got one here. All right. We have a somewhat decent looking Oathkeeper, right? So let me go ahead and fix the spikes here. How did I fix them earlier? We pull that back. We pull that back and we connect the center lines to it. So if we do this, if we do this, and then pull it back, it should look good. Right? And then if I come in here and I grab you, and then if I come in here and I grab you, and we pull you in, in fact, I think I'd be inclined to even go probably a bit further. What does it look like down here? I don't see a reason that it couldn't connect at the base. Let's try that real quick. So if I do this, merge at last, and merge at last, then I grab you and I pull you down. There's nothing wrong with that. That looks perfect. Cool, so we're gonna repeat that step for every single one. This one's gonna be tough because I connected them like a big dummy. Good luck on this one for sure. So I'm gonna merge at last. We're gonna grab you. We're gonna merge at last. That doesn't look bad. And then I'll grab you and you. And we're gonna pull you together like that. Get you nice and even. Center it out a little bit. It's not quite centered. And then we can center these guys now. Not half bad. Okay, cool. So just gonna keep repeating this step until we get something that we like. All right, it is now 3. We're making pretty good time, I would say. I'm hoping we're gonna finish. I mean, we have to finish today, but I hope we finish in a way that is agreeable. So we're gonna do like that, and then just pull it on back until we get a shape we like. I mean, these are pretty imposing spikes all of a sudden. It went from being kind of dopey to being like, you could hurt somebody with this. It's not a cool weapon. Like, I wouldn't want to go into battle with this thing, but like this would work. This would do something. All right. So we're just gonna keep on with our system. And this one is also a little messed up. So we're gonna go into wireframe, grab both of them, put you right in the center, and then grab both of you, and we're just gonna keep creeping along until we get there. All right, up and Adam. That should do. Wonder why the mesh looks so weird in the center there. It's like really transparent right here in the center, but it's all sealed. It's all correct. Wonder if it's the normals. Must be the way that the normals are set up. All right. Let's merge you at last. Merge you at last. And then I believe we are just about done. So we grab you. We scale you in a little bit. And then we come on up. Boom. Look at this scary thing. Okay, so what does it look like? Actually, first off, let's do the angel wings. I'm not thrilled about it, but let's do them. I think we want to just do the center. The centerpieces of these. That can be sharper, and it probably should be sharper. Not sure. Part of me thinks I should dissolve these edges together. What does the actual reference image look like? There's a bunch of lines here, right? So that's the angel wings. Is there a reason to render them? You know what? No, I'm making the executive decision. I'm not rendering those. So I'm going to go through with this here. Sorry, Angel Wings. I am just not going to do you. You are way too challenging for me. And like, I don't see a point because they're just bumps anyway. If I'm trying to render a full-on bump, like, what am I doing with my life? Okay. That looks quite a bit better. And I really need to round the tip of this, because that's right where the spike is, and you can't have a double spike. You're gonna get stuck. So, through line, through line, through line, all the way up. I believe this will do it. We can round all of that. Just double checking my geometry while I'm going. Mind me. I think that might dull the end of my blades. Hold on. Do we want them sharp? I mean, everything else on this is sharp. Might as well have the angel wings be sharp, right? Gotten this far. It's a very sharp model just in general. Okay. That looks even to me. Get rid of the point. That can be sharp, that can be sharp, that needs to be dull. In fact, that can also be dulled. That should really be dulled, because if you get your hand jammed in there, ooh, it's over. Alright, let's go for it. I'm only doing one side because screw it. Is this the correct side? It is the correct side. Okay. We're going for it. Please work. Okay, well, this is probably not going to work out in our favor. What is this? Why does it look like that? Nope, doesn't work. Whew, how are we gonna do this? Okay, well I can say objectively we need to round out those guys. Like objectively that must be done. So let's do this. There's a fly that has decided to start buzzing around. I'm sure you can see it on the camera. Fun story about this fly. I accidentally left a very key window in our house open last night. And one of our cats escaped, which was very traumatic. Very scary. Very, very, very scary. And so we spent a while, I don't remember how long. I was kind of in the middle of freaking out. But we spent a while trying to find them. And eventually we did, and we got our cat back, and they were just covered in like stickers. Oh, it was awful. It was just horrific. So yeah, I felt real terrible last night. Didn't go to bed until like 3 in the morning because we were just out shaking treats, probably waking up our neighbors. But eventually we did find the cat, and the cat was covered in just stuff. Just covered in like junk. So we gave her a bath. And she hates us because we gave her a bath. She's not phased at all about being outside. So yeah, she still has some hitchhikers on her, but like she will not let us get them. So, you know, once that happens, I'm kind of like, let nature take its course. Like there's cats out in the wild who deal with that stuff, so I'm sure they just bite them until they come out or something. So yeah, that was my big scare, talking about the fly that's buzzing around right now. I guarantee you the fly that you're seeing came from that window. All right. This cat, by the way, her name is Scout. She, like, is obsessed with, like, running outside. she's got like a weird fascination with the outside. And so we like regularly try to create opportunities for her to go outside. Like we open our back door and we go sit out there with her and all sorts of stuff. And when we do that, couldn't care, right? She wants to be out there by her own metrics. Let's not merge at last, let's merge at center. And I think we're just gonna merge all these at center. That looks very strange, but it also looks kind of nice. I kind of like the way that looks. What if I mean, let's try just what the obvious course of action is. I sort of like the way that looks. I'm going to keep that. Okay, so you two are going to merge at last. You two need to merge at center, and then I can do a J between you, and we're equal, right? We are. All right. So we're nearing kind of the end of reasonable editing for this thing. Excuse me. I feel like I've been sneezing for weeks. Yeah, I'm sort of running out of reasonable ways to model this thing. So let's see it. Whoa. Yeah, it's just kind of getting absurd. Like, okay. I have... Let's do some practice, actually. New idea. Let's learn a little bit. So, shade flat. Here's my thought. We're going to separate this into a couple of different meshes real quick. And I'm gonna see if I can't solve some of our problems automatically. Every time I look up tutorials or anything about Blender, it always comes down to like somebody has a solution that is obvious and super easy, and you just like missed it, or you just didn't do it for some reason. So we're gonna try and do the obvious stuff instead of doing the hard stuff. Like, let's make our lives a lot easier if we can. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and flatten out this guy. Because this is the blade. Okay, so we got a nice blade going on here. Oh, I see him. He is just taunting us, this little fly. Okay, check this out. If I merge at center, how bad is that going to be? It's not the worst thing in the world. Sure. I guess this will do. I hate this part. This part looks kind of ugly. It's like very weird the way that this is working. If I do that... Actually, what am I doing? Let's let... I just said I was going to automate it. Let's not think. Literally turn off your brain. Okay, so I'm going to grab all of this. We're grabbing our blade. Blade number 1. Blades number 3. Okay, is that all of them? That seems like all of them. And then we're gonna grab these guys. I think I only really need the end of it. I'm not super concerned with keeping the angel wings smooth. Or sharp. So I'll leave them like that, and we can turn those in. Okay, so these are our sharp bits. These are the parts that we need to keep as sharp as possible. So let's separate selection. I'm going to call you sharps. And we're going to hide you. You don't even exist. This fly. Hey, Johnny! You know, just trying to learn and expose myself at the same time, you know? Someone's got to do it. How long have you been modeling? Alright, so I'm going to smooth this thing. Same path. I love to hear it. Good on you. How deep in are you? Alright, smooth. Oh, that's not it. Deep. What does deep mean? Let me know. What's that? We talking like 3 years or what? Subdivision surface is probably exactly what we want. Whoa, that is disgusting. 12 years. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Honestly. Good on you. Really good on you. Yikes. Okay, so subdivision's definitely not what I want. I mean, all of 3D modeling is for sure. Just never stops. Remesh. Oh, that's excellent. On what world is that a remesh? In what world is that a remesh? Oh, I'm gonna break it. I just broke it. Alright, hold on. We're either gonna let it crash or it's just gonna think and solve this problem. Hello, we're back. Just absolutely destroyed my PC. It didn't even want to restart at regular speed. But we're back. Oh my gosh, what a thrill that was. Alright, recatching my bearings while I'm giving my computer a chance to come back to life. Johnny, you still here? Yeah, remeshing at 100. What a terrible idea. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just... Ugh. I've never had a crash like that before. You know, I've crashed Blender, you know, a lot, right? Everybody has. But a crash like that, whew, that was rough. All right. I'm just letting all my stuff slowly come back into the picture. Before we took our deep, deep fall into the abyss, I was talking to Johnny Mercado 3D. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly. And he was telling us to check out his stuff. And his stuff is crazy. Oh, let's go not on Instagram. Let's look up somewhere else. ArtStation. Let's go to ArtStation. Oh, there's that robot he's working on. Yo, his stuff kills. This is wild. Very clean. Very, very clean. Yeah, see that this is the thing. When you look at people who are good at 3D modeling, it's always just like simple, right? They don't get stuck in all this weirdo sharp edge nonsense. It's just very clean. Everything's round and nice and simple, and it's like understated, right? You don't even realize how much work goes into it. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Really nice. Oh, even that green tinge along the side, that is a good touch. Okay, well, let's do the dirty deed of attempting to recover our file. I'm not thrilled about this, but, you know, it is what it is. Johnny, I'm back. Yeah, I just Googled you. Check it. Here, I'll do it again. I did murder my own PC, and it was very dumb on my part. But, you know, whatever. It happens. I was just, like, messing around. I was just thinking, like, how am I going to smooth this thing? Whatever. Here, if you Google yourself, here's what you get. Let's not think too much about my search results. You get your Instagram, your Twitter, your Twitch, your ArtStation, Facebook, right? Your images is, I think, what we're concerned with now. And I'm assuming this is the robot that you're on. Is this the robot you've been working on? Wow. Holy cow, your character design. Is that yours? You make him? That looks excellent. That looks so good. That looks like perfect game quality. Oh, yeah, and your layout's good, too. Look at you. That's your news channel. Got it. So somebody else made that you're watching like a YouTube video? Lightning Boy Shader 2.0? Really good. Yeah, some of your stuff is like you can't even tell. Like that's a photo, right? Very cool. Oh wow, your images just end. That's strange. It looks like it's gathering most of your stuff from your Twitter. Your ArtStation's showing up a little bit, but most of it's your Twitter. So it's probably going to keep taking images from your Twitter, so it might be a good idea to just like crowd your Twitter to get your SEO up. If that's what you're into. Just Johnny Mercado. Sure. I'll write it one word and then I'll write it 2 words. Oh, yeah. Infinitely more. Got it. Okay, so that must be what your ArtStation Instagram. Oh, yeah, and your Twitter, too. Wow, man. You got memes on here? Google's got you on lock. Little calculator. I love that calculator. That's nice. Very cool, my man. I don't know if doing a space is going to change anything. Nope, it's the same results. So a couple of different layouts, but pretty much the same results. Hell yeah, man. You're killing it. And then you just end up in some who knows what. Oh, there's just a lady named Johnny Mercado. Hey, no problem, man. Here's a shout out. I mean, this is going to go on a YouTube video, so to all 12 people that watch my YouTube videos, free shout out to Johnny Mercado. All right, let's start up. Let's do this thing. No, nothing to freak out about at all. I'm just doing what I can for you. All right, if I recover last session, if I crash again, my apologies. I mean, what else can I do? Oh, that's not at all what I wanted. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is there a recovery file? How am I going to find this? Recover autosave. Oh, there is. There's autosaves. Okay, okay. I got an autosave today. Yep, that's the one I want. Let's base it on the date. We're going to do the one that I just did. Nope, not that one. We're going to do this one. Yes. Oh, it's even at the point where I messed it up. Oh, did you see it just snap back into place? Cool. Okay, we're here. We didn't even lose anything, except our time. Sorry about wasting everyone's time, but, I mean, at least we're here. Oh, and I do realize that I should be saving something else while we're here. Let's do that right now. We need to save all of this. And once I do this, I will end this scary silence and put music back on. Okay. So that should be our flat is what I'm going to call it. Flat and sharps can be removed. Actually, leave flat on there. Cool. Let's pull up some music and get back into the flow of things. So, Johnny, do you mind if I ask you for a tip real quick? You have all the permission. Shoot. Sure, yeah, no worries. What would be the easiest way to round out all of these angles? Like, I want to round this part out without losing the hard edges. What is the most efficient way to do that, right? Like, I want these little bits to chill, but I want the inner edges to stay the same. Is there a simple way to do that? I thought beveling, but beveling's so specific. All right, we got our music up. Subsurface. Is that what we did? Is that how we crashed it? Subsurface. Subsurface. Was that it? My topology's messed up. Got it. What would I do to fix that? Would I have to manually get in there? I crashed it with a remesh? Oh, I did. You're right. Got it. Okay. Well, if it's not going to work here, then I think we can do a little bit of it manually. And I'll just kind of let bygones be bygones and take from what it is. Hey, you got music. Okay, well, let's get into some manual stuff. Pick a corner. Yep. Got it. Should I get just it? Yep. Control B. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So we're beveling a full edge using very small intervals. Move the wheel before accept. Move the wheel before accept. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that's our... Yes. Really good. Okay, that's infinitely easier than what I was doing. Perfect. Oh man, this is like really easy actually. Wow, thank you. The Blender community has been nothing but kind to me, that's for sure. Anybody who is interested in getting into 3D modeling, look up to people like Johnny Mercado and know that there is a lot of resources out there for you. Wow, this is actually infinitely easier. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to round out some of these pieces. Like that's a little ugly for sure. Here's a different idea. No, we're gonna keep what we had. I can do that. I can do this on my own. I can fix this part. Good. What an ugly little thing we've created there. I'm not gonna think about it. Doesn't even exist to me. Probably want it on the smaller side. Wow, this already looks infinitely better. This looks so much better. Man. Another non-destructive option. Okay. You can pick an edge loop, press in panel, add one weight. Hold on, what? Let's do it on one that I don't care for. Single edge, pick an edge loop, press in, add one weight. Weight, mean bevel weight. Right, I know you said an edge loop. I'm assuming it's not gonna work without an edge loop. All right, let's try an edge loop. I will grab something a little bit simple. It's not an edge loop. We'll make one just to test this out. Oh, it doesn't want to work. Yeah, we'll make one just to sort of screw around. Okay, edge data, mean bevel weight. Pick a corner. Okay. Pick a corner so we can see it. Okay, tell you what. We're gonna make a new thing just so I can see what we're doing. I never use that side panel, which I know says bad things about me. All right, so let's make a cylinder with 4, and we'll scooch you over to the side, and we'll go into edit real quick. Hello? We'll throw that in there. Bridge the faces. And now we can grab an edge loop. And we can see what we're talking about. In item bevel weight. It did something. Okay, so it's blue now. Should we have done the bevel first? If you press the dot on the number pad, got it. Now enter the modifier bevel. Okay. Whoa, oh. This is some deep stuff for me. This is how you would make, like, sci-fi doors and stuff, in my mind. Select weight on the limit method. Limit method weight. Aha! Okay, so it gives us, yeah, before and after. And if I add more weight, doesn't do anything. But I can lower it. Wow, that's a cool option. Yes, and we can go back and forth with the modifier. I see. Very cool. The amount, yep. And then we can do segments, obviously, to get a round curve, make a diamond shape. Cool. I'm sort of cool with this design now. It's the most illogical, like, item in the world, for sure. Okay, let's turn sharps back on. And looking at how the geometry works here. Yeah. Here, I'll show you the reference. The reference for us is going to be this. It is a Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. Also, I'm done with the cylinder. It's a nonsense item because all of the geometry is done through displacements instead of actually being 3D modeled. So I'm taking a lot of liberties with it, obviously. But I think we got something. Also, I should probably lower the angles on these now that I'm seeing it. So let's put it all back. Hold on. I'm gonna reset for just a second. Okay, we're back here. We're gonna do just a smaller one with maybe 3. What is that? 0.01. Same thing here. Bevel on 3.01. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start composing the image at this point. There's more to do, of course, but I don't know. We're just like, I think it's time to start thinking about putting this thing together because we don't have a ton of time left over. So let's go ahead and go into edit. I know that I can auto merge. Where's my auto merge vertices at? I bet it's in the side panel. Auto merge vertices. Mesh options in move. Auto merge edit. Yep, there it is. Oh, up on the bar. Is it up here? between options and the Z. Oh, here. That auto merges? Hold on. So if I go into this, do I have to move them for a sec, or how would I go about doing this? In the meantime, I'm going to do it the way I know how to do it. They're already on top of each other. Does it not work if they're already on top? Like, they're literally identical vertices at this point. That being said, I am pretty fast at this, having done it the wrong way 1,000 times before. If you want to remove double, press M and by distance. Oh, that's good to know. Let's try that. M. Select everything, press M by distance. Ooh, that is a hot take. M by distance. That is huge. Wow, that is gonna change my life. M by distance. I gotta keep that in mind. Holy cow, that is gonna actually change my life. That is so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of do things dirty for a little bit because I've already messed it up. Johnny, you are full of wisdom. How did you get your start? Like, have you been doing Blender the whole time? And like, what got you into this? Let's do a sharp. Cars movie got you into it? That's kind of awesome. In the strangest way that I can think of. That is dope. Don't tell me Cars was made in Blender, was it? Okay, we're gonna just try and crease this a little bit just to get a nice look to it. Oh man, I really should have... Okay. The more you know. Obviously, the more you know. I really should have started with a better cylinder, but I wanted to end on bits and edges and stuff. That's awesome. So, I mean, 12 years into Blender, I'm assuming you're already like well into career thoughts and stuff like that. What's like the goal? What's your idea? What do you want to be doing? Okay, so we can come in, make this nice and sharp. Oh wow, curves are so much easier like this. Oh my gosh, that is infinitely easier. Unclick the auto merge just in case. Hey, really appreciate that. Thank you. I think I'm not going to use that auto merge ever. I think I'm going to use M merge by distance. That's kind of the way that my brain works. So thank you so much for that. That's huge. Yeah, I don't use it either. I mean, obviously I don't use it. I don't even know about it. It's very dangerous. Yeah. I mean, I'm still at the point where I use like the mirror modifier for just about everything. If I'm really working on a symmetrical model, it's exclusively mirror modifier the whole time. I don't know if that's like a bad practice or not, but it is what I do. Also, I'm seeing now that this can be merged here. And I can dissolve this edge, bring this back. Yeah, okay, let's simplify this. This is gonna get a little easier. So if I merge at last, and we dissolve, and dissolve, and grab you. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, so clearly the goal for you must be to make like an animated movie, right? Like, or to work on an animated movie. I work with Blender. I never used other software. I'm happy and realized at the time, hope to keep learning and achieve some goals. That's excellent. Good on you. I think a lot of people would envy that sort of comfort in just like their career and stuff like that. I think that says a lot about you. All right, we're sliding. Twitch is cool. Twitch is kind of a random place. You know, some days it's hot, some days it's just chill, at least for me. And I like that, because as somebody who is learning more than trying to, like, amass a following, it's nice when people join, and when people don't, there's no expectation or anything about it. Hey, okay. That looks pretty nice. This looks a little gross. Let's slide that up. Okay. Wow, this looks infinitely better. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I don't know what we would have done without you, man. I mean, we would have just had a bad mesh. That's all it would have been. Wouldn't be the first time. All right, so if I take this and we merge at last and we do a couple of loops, I'm gonna want to fix this part right here, and then we can make it easy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can take you and merge you. And then we can chill on all of these. Right. Yep, I also use J. I used to be the kind of person that pressed F, but J is infinitely easier. All right. So let's get our geometry nice. Can I edge slide? I can. And can I edge slide here? Kind of. Let's get you in line with this. Are we on the right side? We're not. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Wasn't paying attention. Thinking about too many things. I'm learning a lot. All of a sudden, my brain is like swimming with ideas. I hope to keep as many of them in my brain as possible, but I am very prone to forgetting things, unfortunately. Okay, we're at the front face, and we're gonna grab that. Actually, hold on, hold on. Get rid of you. We can merge these together. I don't see any harm in that. All right. That's gonna end poorly for us if I try to do this, right? That's not gonna go well. let's start here. We'll start by grabbing you, and we're gonna edge slide you on up. And I'm gonna grab both of you and Control B. Hello? Hello? What's happening? There we go. Get it nice and curvy. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That's wicked, man. Wow, they look like thorns. It is exactly how it's supposed to look. Wow, man. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. What a lifesaver. There are two people who have come into my chat so far that deserve the entire world. That would be Simp, who Simp has done wonders for us, and Johnny now is a part of that list. Johnny has done wonders for us. Holy cow. I can't even believe this. So what I want to do is edge slide up. And I want to pull it out. Bear with me, bear with me. I think smooth is going to be fine. We're going to do only connected. And I actually think we might want to go sphere. No, that's a little much. Let's actually start further down here on the edge. Press G 2 times for edge slide. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I think I might have made too many bevels here, honestly, but I'm not stressing. I think it's okay if it's a little squared off like this. Let's go back to our reference image. I mean, our reference image is botched. Worst thing that could happen is that I'll practice. Exactly. Oh, Johnny, I have another question for you. If you're willing. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I have been thinking about this for a long time, and I don't know how to do it. Is there a simple and clean way... Wow, I just made a Kingdom Hearts reference without realizing it. Is there a clean way that I can click this edge and click this edge and merge the vertices along the slide without having to individually move each vertex into each other? I'm thinking now that might be dissolve. I think it absolutely is dissolve. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I think I've done it. So if I go boom, 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 and I dissolve, it is dissolve. The more you know. Okay. I just needed you here for the confidence boost, honestly. So if I dissolve... So I can grab this, and I can rotate it just a little bit. Limited dissolve. What does limited dissolve mean? Okay. New idea. Let's grab this up here. Like that. And then I'm gonna grab all of these and dissolve those. Oh, it didn't like that. There we go. Dissolve. Hey, perfect. Okay. So now I can grab you, Control B, make a nice lovely shape for ourselves. I should have done that over here. I mean, I can still do it over there. And then this guy, we can do the same thing. Ooh, something looks weird about it. I've done something wrong. Part of me is like, what if I just dissolve this? Like, what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna get ugly really fast. Okay, nope. Good to know how we can just dissolve things, though. So I do need to fix this somehow. So we'll just do a nice, simple one there. And if anything, I'm actually going to push it up and proportion it ever so slightly. And oh, something is just wrong here, and I can't place my finger on it. I'm thinking what's wrong is we want this to be a straight line before it curves up, and then we want the curve to be like everywhere. So let's keep this. We like this. And I can remove all the edge loops. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Man, we have aligned now. We are on the same wavelength. Dissolve edge. And now I'm going to rotate it to be perfectly neutral. And then we're going to do a really big... No, we want to rotate even more. And go up. Make it as ugly as we can. I think we need 2. With M, you can change the mode of beveling. What does that mean? Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. We're going to do this. I think this stands a pretty good chance of working. I just gotta aim it correctly. So let's rotate you. There we go. Now we're looking at it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're here. Now, we got a pretty gross thing happening on the back there, but I am willing to solve that. Oh, I see why it happened. I see what happened. I see what happened. Before we move it, we have to connect to that. Now we can move it. Moving like a pro. Hey, thanks, man. You know, it's baby steps for me. I've always been way more of a creative person than a technical person. So for me, it's sort of coming up with wild, crazy ideas. I am in the process of designing my first game. And I can say it is a lot more creative than it is technically impressive. And that's fine by me, because I'm not technically impressive at this point in my career. And I'm actually okay with that. Anybody, I think, who gets upset about stuff like that needs to kind of chill. Just to add another small shortcut, Control R to create a loop cut. I will keep that in mind. The one problem I have with Blender shortcuts is when they take your right hand away from you. I have a lot of trouble with that sort of stuff, like when people want me to use numpad and stuff. I get it, and I get that it's probably technically faster, but it's just like a real struggle for me personally. So I try to stay away from it. Okay, I gotta fix these guys. The way I know how to do this is smoothing. Smoothing's not gonna work. In fact, hold on. I got a new idea. Hey, thank you so much, Johnny. And again, huge shout outs. Everybody, go follow Johnny. He is really worth it. He's great. You take it easy, man. Yeah, no problem at all. It's halfway between gameplay and modeling for me, so it's kind of 50-50 when you jump on. Alright, we're going to dissolve these edges just to fix up some of the problems that we've made. And we're going to go. Should be doing control bevel. I've already lost it. Up and atom. We got that gross edge again. How did we reform that edge? How did we remake that edge? What's happening? What is this? Something weird happened. All right, tell you what. We're gonna go back to what we had. It's a little ugly for sure. I think I can just very quickly edge slide a few of these things to get what we want, but otherwise I'm gonna keep it kind of simple. Oh, it's so crunchy. It's kind of gross. If we keep it like that. Let's grab just you. Move you over a little bit, and we're going to proportion. Keep it nice and smooth. Keep it only connected. Better? That's all right. It's pretty flat all of a sudden. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do any better than this. We're also really running out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and call it on this. Okay, now we just need to compose the scene. So let's compose it. Oh, and this keychain down here. You know what? I'm not doing the keychain. Screw it. You don't exist. Left ring, right ring, done. Edit mode. I'm gonna go ahead and grab you. Delete. Delete. We can merge, not merge. Oh yeah, merge, absolutely merge. Merge at center. And then we'll go clear and we'll go for it. Let's see. Probably doesn't need to be that crazy. And then we'll go back to edit and I will smooth all of these out. Probably doesn't need to be that much. There we go. Now we have a pommel. And kind of at a distance, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, but I think I'm like over it, to put it simply. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and combine those together. Get into edit. We're going to select all, merge by distance. Wow, that's huge. Cool. And last but not least, I just need to model it correctly. And by model, I mean texture. Okay. So let's get in here and do this the right way. So I want to put it like that. Oh, wait, hold on. Object, set geometry. No. You stay like that, and then we got to control the rotation. Why is it sideways? What's happening? Something's changed on this. Global. There it is. Okay. So we are looking at doing this, rotating it. I think it's going to be like that. Let's grab our camera and let's turn this on so I can kind of see what we're working with. Camera is looking down. Okay, so we want to come over like -5 and go up to like 40. That should be perfectly fine for us. You should come up to like 30. And we'll say like -5. -5. -10. -7. Okay, actually, no, I got it. -5. And then we're gonna rotate this thing to a 0 or a 90 and a 0. Okay. And now we want to flip it like that. Hey, now we're looking at it. And I got the heart. It needs to be the opposite of this. So -90. And 122. We'll say 60 is fine. Use nice clean angles. Down like that. Okay, what does that look like? That looks pretty good. Okay, so if I mean, I don't want to center the camera, but I'm kind of like, what if I did center the camera? Let's... Okay, grab that, and then now the camera, I can say -3, -4. It's kind of a cool composition. Okay, so now we got to texture this thing. Let's go ahead and lean it back just a little bit. Say like 20. And I'll say like 75, -75. Okay, so now when we're looking at it, yep, there should be some depth to this. Okay, now I just have to shade it. All right, let's do it the hard way. So shading it. I mean, if I'm really lazy, I'm just gonna throw this image in Krita, and I'm just gonna shade it that way. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to stress. I don't want to think too much about this. So if we hit period, no. Let me write down these measurements real quick because I'm going to move it back to center. So we're going to get back into this, and I'm going to say -4, 0. Okay, wait, -1, -0.5. Okay? So it's -4, -0.5, 30, -75, 20, and 60. Okay? So I can go ahead and hide the stained glass. We can put all of this to 0, all of this to 0, and let's take a picture of it. So I should be able to project from view. Nope, just you. Edit, UV, project from view. And then we go to here. Now, my only worry with this is that the yellow part here is not going to transfer correctly. But I think it's worth a shot, so let's try it. Before I do anything, let's try it. So image, open, Oathkeeper. That's very frustrating. Okay, so I'm gonna tilt them. I'm gonna rotate by 45 degrees. We're gonna scale it on up. Theoretically, that should do the trick. Oh, it doesn't like that. Hold on. It doesn't even fit correctly, which is strange. So let's scale it just a little bit bigger. You know what? I'm inclined to just do this myself. So let's pop into Krita. We're gonna do a Krita edit. So let's put it back. Okay. We're gonna pop this thing into Krita, UV, export UV layout, oathkeeper.png. That's perfect. And now we're gonna pop into Krita and we're gonna fix it. All right, so I am looking at some Krita. Give it just a second, it'll pop up. And now we're gonna go to the UV we just made. Oh, that's just a real yikes, ain't it? Hold on, I'll make another one. I'm gonna make it huge. Nice and big. Okay, that looks about right to me. Let's go ahead and export UV layout as oathkeeper.png, export. And I will do this again. Cool, we can remove this layer. Wow, I'm so used to Blender controls, I kill myself every time I use Blender, or I use Krita. There we go, we're in. Now, we are looking at the image, which I will just throw in here. Okay, so I want to make a really crazy gradient between blue and purple and yellow. So let's grab blue, a nice hard blue, and then a purple. No. A purple. Okay, we're gonna have to make a custom gradient. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Never mind. I am making a custom gradient real quick. Okay, that should do. And then I will do the yellow. Nice and proud yellow. Okay, I've made a gradient. So I'm gonna grab it and we're gonna go to radial. I think radial's all right. We want like just about, that actually looks perfect. Oh, I couldn't have made it any better. Cool. Now, the really unfortunate thing about this is it turns to white. So I'm gonna grab a white. Let's get a white. And we're gonna use a smaller brush, and it's gotta be something kind of subtle. An airbrush might do it. So let's make this white. I'm not doing it on the correct location, which, my bad. I'll sort that out in a second. Let's... Oh, airbrush is terrible. Why are we... Don't use airbrush. This is my least favorite thing about Krita, is the, like, editing whatever stuff. The preset paintbrushes are just so, like, awkward. Sure, we'll do that one. Why is it so hard? Hold on. Please. Why is it so hard? What is happening? We want to do it like that? That's just terrible looking. Okay, new idea. I got a new idea. Let's copy this layer. And now I'm going to make the exact same pattern, but instead of ending at purple, it's going to end at white. And that should be pretty good for us, I think. Other way around. Reverse. Let's see. That should do it. That looks all right. Cool. And then what I will do from here is we'll go back into here. I'll use my normal brush that I like using. And I'm literally just going to delete this. Delete that. Delete this. And why is the brightness so different? Okay. Folks. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, if I do low opacity. Why? Why are we doing this? reverse. All right, this is a very shotgunned approach to how we're going to be doing this, but sure, it works. Cool. What a dumb way to solve a problem. Sure. It works. We'll take it. And last but not least, I just need the yellow on here. And since I'm not really trying to fuss with all that, I'm going to put it down, put it on high opacity, and we're just going to yellow out a little swath for us. So that should look like this. Sure, that works. And then I'll grab white, and we will just throw a little bit of white on the edge. Okay. Now I should really put full white down everywhere else. Okay, so anywhere where the white ends. Okay. So if I take this off, we're looking at a pretty good setup here. Sure. That'll do. In fact, I think I can do that a little bit better. Just a nice gradient. Sure, why not? Oh, it looks so weird and bad. Okay. So everything is white. Come on, get back to normal orientation. Everything's white except for that. So let's put it in place and then get going. So I want to grab this mess right here. X paste. We can delete you. Wait, is that the thing I'm working on? We can delete you. We can delete you. We can delete you. Oh, I've really messed these things up, haven't I? Okay, now we have it. So we want to get it right on the perfect spot. Should look like that. Okay, let's accept that. And then I need to fix it because it looks terrible. Alright, I think we're here. I think we're here. Sure, we'll take it. That works. And then I'll get the rest of it to be white. Whatever part isn't white is now white. Huzzah! I've made the worst looking thing you've ever seen. Oh no, it's bad. Whatever. It'll do. It'll get the job done. So I can put you as Oathkeeper, and we hit yes, and we hit OK. And then we open Oathkeeper. We hide you. Okay. So if I go into my shader world, and we go to objects, it's just a glossy. I'm gonna go ahead and add an image texture that is the Oathkeeper. Wow, that's a sloppy mess. But you know what? It's my sloppy mess. And I accept it. So let's go into world, and now we're gonna do the last part of this, which is I found an HDRI. What is this purple stuff here? What is that? What are these about? Is that a vertex group? What on earth is happening? Go into edit. Mesh, normals, recalculate outside. What are these pink bits? Why is this here? Why are these pink? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. I am very confused all of a sudden. We're so close to the end, I just don't know what's up with these purple bits. Let's Google it. Oh, I'm not even showing you Blender. Oh my gosh. This is a wreck. There we go. So I got these two purple bits. What are these about? What are these doing here? So let's give them a Google. Why are parts of my mesh pink? Blender. Let's check our materials real quick. So this is Oathkeeper. That can be deleted. That can be deleted. That can be deleted. That can be deleted. How do I delete the actual, there we go. Bada boom, boom, boom. And now the Oathkeeper just has the Oathkeeper. Hey, we fixed it. Cool. Okay, so the roughness has to go up a little bit. I'm gonna shade it smooth, I guess. It does look cool. It's just kind of bad. Okay, so I'm gonna put the stained glass. And our Oathkeeper, we're gonna give it all the same proportions that I wrote down. So that comes down to -4, -0.5, 30, -75, 20 and 60. We look at it, it looks good. That guy is a little too bright. In fact, I don't think it needs an emission. Let's get rid of you, and just plug in. So if I go to this, .8. There we go, that balances out just a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of color to it to get it a little bit less on the oceany side. So it's dark, and the hue should be like whoa, too much, 0.6. Nope. We could even maybe put the contrast down a little. There we go, that looks a lot better. Actually, I think I can take the value all the way up, but we want to go to our shader world, and we want to lower the strength a bit. Give it like a deep sea vibe. All right. This guy can actually be lowered just a bit because it's a little close to the camera. Okay, and now, two last things that I want to do. I want to save. And I want to add a cube that is fairly big. Hello? What the heck? What have I done? Hold on. I messed something up. Add a cube. What the heck have I done? I've really messed something up. I don't know what I did. Okay, well, for the time being, we'll take it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of depth. We'll say like 8, and then I'm gonna lower it down. We want it to intersect with that just a little bit. And this is gonna be some volumetrics. Object U, not U. Cube. Cube needs to be a volume. Where are you? Principled volume. There it is. And I'm going to add a ramp from black to really dark purple with maybe a flick of red in there, or maybe a flick of like blue, like that. We'll say like that. And this thing is going to be colored here. And we're going to add some crazy texture to it. It should be a lot less dense than this. We'll say like 0.25. Actually, I might do a dark red to a bluer purple, like that. Get rid of you. Make them way darker. And I think we want to lower it down a little bit more. Keep going. There we go. Oh, now the glass can have a little bit of an emissive to it, and it'll work. Cool. So again, I'm gonna add the mix shader. And we're gonna mix these two together. Where is it? Emissive. Colors there, you're there. Hello? Why is it not, it's not emitting anything. Oh. That would explain it. 2. All right. So 1.5. 1. Now, I'm really inclined to add some waves to this. Rings, spherical, super high density. If I can really quickly add a bright color so I can see what I'm doing. Oh wait, no, I want... Detail scale 10. Alright, well, we'll accept it. That's fine. Okay. We have kind of a weird dark abyss back here with the Keyblade and this. Now I just need to populate this thing with a whole bunch of bubbles. So let's see what a bubble looks like in this world. I think the bubble doesn't have to be colored as much. In fact, I might even say that we could probably just throw it in with a glass and nothing else. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. It's a great looking bubble. Cool. So let's put a few of them up top. So I'm going to take a couple of bubbles and put them in here. The fly has come back. Why can't I... I must have hit an option somewhere. Can't resize objects in Blender. I had things locked with manipulate center points, okay? Looks like it's over there somewhere. Alright, well, for the time being, I'm just gonna do it. We don't have any time left. Can I actually make like a box? Hold on. Can I make like a box and fill it full of, like, certainly you can, right? Z, like 25. Let's make it like 15. And we'll go up by 5. Not what I wanted. Go up by 5. Up by 8. 0 and 0. And I'll say that it could probably be a bit bigger. And it could probably even be a little bit taller, like say 18. And we'll go up to 10. And then I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to grab you. Now, if I can't move this... Okay, I can move this. That's weird. I'm going to rotate. And we're going to bring you up. Now, check this out. You will go up to 27. That's too tall. 25. And you'll come over to -3. So that one's going to be slightly above, right? So this is going to be abyss. This is going to be bubble column. bubble tube. We'll call it bubble tube. So in my mind, what I should be able to do is grab this tube and turn it into a physics object. Right? And it should be render object bubble. Do not show emitter. What does that look like? It's gonna take a bit to load. Oh, nope. Something's weird about it. Well, I can probably just shade it transparent, right? So I could just come in here and make it completely transparent. And that should be fine, I think. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so it can't be transparent. So we're back to this. Okay, hey, there we go. Now I got a bunch of them. Hey, there we go. Now we got a bunch of little bubbles coming up. Right, so if I click off of this, we'll just click something random. We should have a bunch of little bubbles, right? Wow. Hey, we got it. Okay, so I want to probably keep that amount of bubbles, I think. I think we're good there. I think we're good. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. It's a little samey, but that's all right. So I'm gonna grab this part of it and this part, and we're gonna bring these together. And we'll bring them in just a little bit. Now we can probably bring them out just a little bit, and they'll go back to object mode. Wow, that is pretty cool. I'm gonna lower it down a bit, because it's kind of favoring the wall there. Okay, different idea. We're gonna click bubble tube, and we're going to edit the geometry quite a bit. I'm gonna subdivide it. We're gonna smooth to make something a little bit more interesting. And I'm gonna move this point that way, and we're gonna smooth it probably a bit too much. There we go. There we go. That looks way more random. Good, good, good. Perfect. Okay, I think last but not least, we want to desaturate the, this. So let me go ahead and throw in a color. Saturation can come down very far. It's just coloring Oathkeeper a little bit too much for me. There we go. We'll say like 0.4. That looks good. Now the bubbles can be a little bit more on the blue side. And Ren. Cool. So here is what the final render will basically look like. I'm going to sit and render it out in just a little bit here. It's kind of a mess. My apologies. But yeah, I'm going to render it out, and this is going to be the stream for today. Am I super proud of our results? I don't know. It was a lot of work for what we got, but I learned a lot, especially here at the end. I'm proud of it, to say the least. I just don't know if it was like the best thing we've ever done or anything like that. Anyway, I'm gonna sit and render it out. It'll be on my Instagram, link in the description. Go follow me. And otherwise, I'm gonna take a 2-hour break here to go get something to eat and to set up, and then we're gonna start the Reds rabbit hole. And it's gonna be a little calmer tonight. We'll see. I mean, it might be chaos. Who knows? So anyway, I'll see you then. Peace.